welcome to my channel. I wanted to be able to share with you my pregnancy journey, and this is my second pregnancy. I have a recently turned 1-year-old little boy named Walter. With my last pregnancy I did all the belly shots, all the usual, and since been watching a lot of vloggers and felt really inspired to be able to share with everyone kind of my own little fun journey along the way. And it's also, I think, really special to have something to look back on. So I'm currently 21 weeks pregnant. Yeah, I know, a bit late. That's what it's like with baby. We found out at my 19-week ultrasound that we were having another little boy, which was okay. I was wanting a girl, but felt okay with it in the end because, hey, we have heaps of boy stuff, and it just makes it a lot cheaper. And I can plan for a girl down the road and I can get whatever I want, but this time it's just a lot easier to go with boy stuff, so that was okay. He's due in early October. Well, early, late, could be whenever, but October is when I'm scheduled to be due. So the beginning of my pregnancy I was kind of sick. Well, not really sick, I just kind of felt nauseous every now and then. But I only actually threw up like twice. Once from a migraine, and the other time was really, really random. I had just finished eating breakfast with porridge, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I feel sick, I need to throw up, and then I was fine. So that was really random. With my first son, I was throwing up at least once a day, and I was sick till about 14 weeks. So this one was a lot easier on the throwing up and being sick. And then I think I was just lack of energy, and I had an low iron count, which was with my first as well, so I just started taking iron, and that helped amazingly. I actually ended up staying with my parents during the week when my husband was at work to have my siblings and my mum help take care of my little man, so that I could kind of try and take care of myself, because energy was lacking. I couldn't do much at all, and I was really worried that I couldn't take care of him, so I ended up doing that. That lasted from about week 7 to around 12 and 13 weeks. Since then, everything's kind of gotten back to normal, being able to do everything. It's pretty uneventful. I felt the first kick at 15 weeks and 6 days, so right before I hit 16 weeks. I think it was around a similar time with my first as well. And so it's awesome. I love that. That's one of the things I love about being pregnant, is being able to feel the movement and see it. It's amazing. So I felt that, and I don't feel like, people talk about flutters and like feeling like a fish inside, but I never got that. It was always, once I hit the 15-week mark, was when I would have my hand on my belly and I would actually feel it up against my hand, and that's what I know is movement, and it's always been like that. So that happened again this time. I didn't really show properly till around the same time. I had like a little bump, but it would kind of come up a bit and then go down a bit, because this little guy likes snuggling up inside my pelvis. Still does, tries to get in there, but he's a bit big now. So around 15 weeks I started showing a bit more. He probably kind of moved up, and that was nice. I always look forward to showing more and having a little bump. I'm proud of my bumps. I haven't had a lot of pregnancy symptoms. I think one of the only other ones that I had was having really blocked like nose and sneezing a lot. I would have these like sneezing fits right as I was waking up, and then right before I was going to sleep at night, and it would last for a couple of minutes, and I'd like blow my nose and it was done. And it was so weird. And I think early on, I haven't had it as much now in the second trimester, but in my first trimester, it would go a bit throughout the day, and I'd have like this blocked nose, and I just kind of got used to having partly stuffed nasal cavities. So that was kind of weird, but not so much anymore. So yeah, other than these things, I've actually had a really uneventful pregnancy. So it'll be really interesting to see what I kind of notice different this time. One thing I have noticed is with my first, ever since I started feeling movement, it was a lot. It was very like forceful. So I knew from the start he was a very, very strong baby. And that has shown. He has been a very early crawler, like 4.5 to 5 months he was crawling. He's just started walking, but he was cruising everywhere, standing up like way from like 6 months. So he's very strong, so that showed. But then with this baby, I've noticed still quite a lot of movement, I guess expected for this time, but it's a lot softer and it's just kind of more flowy and really laid back. And we noticed that in the scan as well. He was just kind of like laying there, like, I don't care, whatever. So looking forward to having a laid back baby as opposed to a really strong, hyper, don't want to sleep at all kind of baby. So that'll be kind of nice. I also think he's small, but I can just feel, I guess, the difference. It's really interesting to see the difference between your first and your second, and it's fun. So I'm going to really enjoy being able to share with you guys all the different changes and different things I notice. And I hope you enjoy coming along with me to share that as well. So I'll finish up with a belly shot, just show you where I'm at. And if you have any questions or just want to make a comment, please feel free. I would love to hear from you. Also, seeing as this is my first channel and I've done this before, I am totally open to any tips. Also, sorry for any bad quality or lighting. Our camera needs a new battery charger, so hopefully I'll be getting that in the next week and I'll be able to use the new battery for the next update. And I plan to do weekly updates as long as I get the time and I remember. Otherwise I'll just kind of put it into one video if I forget a week. And so hopefully next time I'll have better quality video for you all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.